Hello, beautiful human, my food moon friend, Chandra Zanadisi Zas. It does feel like my middle name, actually. All right, so I want to share some updates with you. I am changing my marketing, which I'm not sure if you think about marketing, but I have been thinking a lot about marketing lately, trying to reach people who need my help, who want my help. And one of the struggles that I've been struggling with is really believing and feeling in my heart that I could really help anyone and everyone, and that gut health is really a life-changing thing for absolutely everyone. And so in my marketing, I've been trying to talk to everyone because I really do deeply believe that my program and my coaching and improving gut health helps every single person, or would help every single person on the planet. And marketing wise, it's not a smart strategy, because when I talk to everyone, or when anybody marketing talks to everyone, then nobody really listens. So I've been wrestling with this for quite a long time, including with my marketing team, talking about how to talk to the people who are ready to actually take my help. And so I've finally made a decision, a big decision this last week, which feels really exciting for me, is to focus on entrepreneurs, focusing on helping entrepreneurs with their gut health in order to help their brain productivity, help their business, help their time management, help their satisfaction in their life, help them, really. To be an entrepreneur, you kind of have to be like a super athlete, both physically, energetically, mentally, emotionally. To be an entrepreneur, it's like a really hard thing. And what we need to do in order to pull off really hard things is to be functioning at a really high level. And to function at a high level, the foundation, the thing that most entrepreneurs and most people are skipping over, is the gut health piece. So what I find is that actually all my clients are entrepreneurs, which I just hadn't categorized them yet. And I actually want to pause for 1 second and do a small sidetrack and define entrepreneur, because I've been really wrestling with what is the title, what is the word that talks to this group of people. And one of the things that sold me on actually deciding to go forward with the entrepreneur piece is that one of the definitions of an entrepreneur is an adventurer and an explorer. And don't quote me on this, but I remember looking at the definition of adventurer a while ago, and part of an adventure means that there's some kind of risk and even potential death. That's what it means to go on an adventure. And so being an entrepreneur, there is this high risk of being in a startup, being a team leader in a startup, or being in a business where you're not making as much money as you're spending, that there's a risk factor. We're not sure if we're going to make it, and we're going to go all in anyway. And we're going to go on this adventure and face the challenges, face the hard parts, face the risk of failure, face the risk of business death, and do it anyway, even though we know that we might fail. And so I love thinking about entrepreneurs this way, because that is really what it takes to go after our dreams, to start our dream business, to go after a dream life. I know for me, I knew from a very young age that I didn't want a normal life. I didn't want a 9 to 5. And I didn't know that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I didn't even know what that was. But now I've kind of realized that that is really who I am and my personality. And as my clients slowly reveal more and more about their dreams and their deepest wants, they're also entrepreneurs. I also want to put a plug in here for parents, because I'm also a mom. As I've been building my business and being an entrepreneur, I have been raising a child without screens, without pacifying, without using food as reward, with a lot of mindfulness, a lot of consciousness, basically a part-time or full-time or second job. And so I have come to realize how much time and attention kids need and want. And different parents can make different decisions on how much, what exactly is their priority and how much they want to give. But no matter what style of parenting and how much you're giving a lot. It's a lot. And so I even like to think about being a parent as being an entrepreneur, and thinking about the adventure of learning this, how to raise a human, how to hold space, how to constantly show up even when you're tired and it's the middle of the night and you're sick. Like, to show up as a parent is for sure like being an entrepreneur, being an adventurer and explorer on the edge of the unknown, push to the max. It's a wild ride. Running a house, taking care of all the things, all the loose pieces. It is an incredible feat to be a parent, like it is to be an entrepreneur. So I want to just say that all of the same skills that I work with my entrepreneurs and I'm going to focus on, they also apply to parenting. Like, my parenting skills and my business skills are extremely transferable. Yeah. What crossed my mind is like the compliments that I get for both especially being a parent. I get a lot of compliments on how I'm parenting, and the brain management that I use both for parenting when my kid makes a mess and when things seem to go wrong, the groundedness, the stress regulation, the nothing's gone wrong mindset, the opening to the emotions. There's just some really, really basics that come down to gut health, but that also very much apply to parenting as well as being an entrepreneur. It's a wild thing to open and hold space for these risky adventures that we're not sure are going to make it, and to stand in the face of potential failure and potential death. I mean, even being a parent, like, you're one of the jobs, especially when they're really young, but really throughout their whole life, is helping them stay alive. And I remember, like, when my little one was like 1 year old, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much work to make sure she doesn't die. Like, it's like a serious job. So, entrepreneurs, here I come. I also want to do a small plug. If you're one of my really dear friends, I know there's a lot of my friends out there listening to these videos, and I've talked to a few of you who are feeling a little hesitant to work with me because of our friendship and because of that we already know each other. And I just want to assure you that I'm working with several very close friends of mine. I'm working with a few of my best friends' moms. And I'm really good at navigating complicated relationships and keeping it cool and respecting professional boundaries and showing up with a lot of love and support and following what it is that you want. I've talked to a couple of friends who have said, I'm nervous. There's boxes that I don't want to open. We don't have to open any boxes you don't want to open. I want you to know about coaching, like entrepreneurship. The biggest key is going after what you want and finding that anchor, what you want, and then going towards that. So I never push or force any kind of box opening that my clients, my people who are signed up and open and ready for change, I never push anybody to any place. And if I do sometimes push, I'll ask permission first. Because sometimes we want a little push. And so if you want to push, I'll push you. And if you don't want to be pushed, we'll go exactly where you want to go. That is the just magic and beauty of coaching. So, entrepreneurs out there, friends out there, are you ready? You ready to make some changes? You ready to invest in your gut health in a way that is going to exponentially open your life, open your energy, open your relationships, open your mind, it's a really incredibly amazing process. And so if you're interested, please reach out and talk to me. We can just have a free first date. Let's talk, figure out what it is that you're wanting. And yeah, it's an opportunity of a lifetime. It is really an incredible thing to work on ourselves and to reflect and to grow. It is an incredible thing. And I love that this is my job. This is what I get to do with the world. And yeah, so entrepreneurs, risk takers, adventurers, explorers, let's do it. Let's do this hard stuff. And let's be rock stars along the process and gain all of the energy and emotional resilience and agility and the life that we really want to live. It's cool stuff. All right, till next time. Bye.